Hi guys, in this video, we'll show you what you can do to get the perfect photo for your DV lottery application. The photo is actually one of the biggest reasons for the DV lottery disqualifications, but it's also one of the things that you can have control over. You have control over whether you submit a good photo or whether you submit a bad photo. The guidelines for the kind of photo that you're supposed to submit are available at dvprogram.state.gov. So in this video, I know I've done another video explaining what to do. But this video, I'm just going to take you to the website and I'll show you where I got that information from, where you will need to find that information if you're not familiar, especially if it's your first time to apply for the diversity visa. So let's look at this. We're going to talk about the composition, the resolution, the size, the head position, the expression, the background, taking pictures of a baby or a toddler, what you can have on and what you can't, including uniforms, hearing aids, stuff like that, glasses. Are they required or are they acceptable or not acceptable? So in the instructions under dvprogram.state.gov, there's instructions, there's this document here. It's called Instructions for the 2026 Diversity Immigrant Visa Program for the DV 2026. If you scroll down to page like 11 or 12, it gives you information about submitting your digital photograph. We want to make sure that your photo is perfect. We don't want any issues with your photo because that's one of the best thing that you can do. You have control over that. If you submit a bad photo that is not acceptable, then you're disqualified. You don't even give yourself a chance. So you can take a new digital photograph or scan a recent one taken within the last 6 months. So that's one of the requirements, that it has to be within the last 6 months. So it can give a clear picture of how you look, a more recent way of how you look. So you can scan a recent photograph with a digital scanner if it meets all the requirements below, which we are going to talk about. The DV entry photos must be of the same quality and composition as US visa photos, and we will look at the examples of acceptable photos in a minute. Do not submit a photograph older than 6 months or a photograph that does not meet all the standards described below, which we'll talk about. Submitting the same photograph that you have submitted with the prior year's entry, a photograph that has been manipulated, or a photograph that does not meet the specifications below might lead to ineligibility of your diversity visa. So those are the things that you want to avoid. Number one, your photo must be digital. So because you're going to upload it on your application, it has to be in color, in focus. Size such as the head is between 1 inch and 1/3 inch. That's 22 millimeters by 35 millimeters, or 50% and 69% of the image. Total height from the bottom of the chin to the top of the head. And they're asking you to look at this composition template for more information. So here it is. This is how the photograph needs to, these are the measurements, the head position. Make sure the photo presents the full head from top of the hair to the bottom of the chin, the center, the head, the center of the head, center the head within the frame. The person in the photo should have a neutral expression and be facing the camera straight. No smiling, no laughing, none of that. The photo must be 2 by 2 inches. The height of the head, like we said, 1 inch to 1/3 inches. Make sure the eye height is between 1/8 inches to 1/3 inches. So all these specifications, if you're not sure about these measurements, I would recommend that you go to a photographer, a photo studio, and have it professionally done. Go to a reputable place and have your picture taken. Tell them it's for a US passport size photograph for the diversity visa lottery. And if you have to print this page and give it to them so that you're not taking any chances. So the top of the head, all these measurements, that there's a percentage that the picture should be, the head should be between 50% and 69% of the image total height. So most of the picture should be the head. They want to see your face. Well-composed photo composition examples. So that's the page that you would go to get the composition. So for the photo examples, here are some examples of the photo. Your photo should be digital. Review the kind of photos that they have here. They have different pictures. This is a clear one. This is a very good passport photo. The image is clear, reproduces skin tones accurately, and does not have shadows. So look at this one. This one has shadows. This one is blurry. This one, I don't know what they did with it. I think they cropped it. I'm not sure. They have the good ones and the unacceptable ones. As far as the size and position, the head is centered and the correct size. So this is a good picture. Your photo should be 2 inches by 2 inches. 51 by 51 millimeters with the head centered and size between 1 inch and 1/4 inches, 25 by 35 millimeters, 1.4 inches. So the resolution, this is an acceptable photo. These ones are not acceptable. The photo is sharp without any visible pixels or printer dots. The photo is printed on glossy or matte quality paper. For digital changes, they are saying this one is unacceptable. If you look at the head right here, I'm not sure whether the head looks like it's carved or something. The background is cropped using photo retouching tool and changing the outline of the face, head, and neck. So there's a tip here. Take your photo in front of a white or off-white background instead of cropping out the background. So look at this one. You can barely see anything. This is a good one. And then for the pose and expression, there is an acceptable picture. The customer is directly facing the camera with a neutral expression. Eyes are clearly visible. This one, the person is facing sideways. This one, I can't see the eyes. This one, the person is facing sideways. This one is smiling or laughing. This one, I'm not even sure what's going on with this one, but this is an acceptable picture. For the hats and face coverings and head coverings, the customer's face, this one is an acceptable one. The customer's full face is visible and no shadows or clothing block their face. So we can see her face right here, even if she's wearing a hijab. And the photo tip is you may not wear hats or head coverings except for religious or medical purposes. So this one is unacceptable. We can see her face. She does not have glasses on. I like this one. For the bag, oh, let's see the other bad ones. What is this? Is this a pet? What's this? I'm not sure what this is, but I don't know what that is. But there are objects in the picture. You can't have anything else. This one has sunglasses on. This one, glasses up there. I'm not sure. You can't even barely see the face. This one has a hijab, but it's covering the face. You can't see the face. This one is good, and this one is partially covering the face. For the background is white or off-white without shadows and is plain without texture, objects, or lines. So this is an acceptable photo. This one, I don't know whether this is part of a chair, the back of a chair. I'm not sure what that is, but they're saying this is still acceptable because you can see the face and the background is off-white. This one is acceptable. This one, I think this is a window back there. This is like a light blue background. This one, I'm not even sure what's going on with this one. It's not like very clear, and this is an acceptable one. For children, the baby should be facing the camera. So this is acceptable. No other person is in the photo. and the child is facing the camera with eyes open. There is a photo tip. It is acceptable if your infant's eyes are not entirely open, but at least try to have them partially open and the baby is looking straight in the camera. So this one, the baby is facing sideways. This one, sticking the tongue out. There's one that there's a hand over here. That's not acceptable. There's this one that has a pacifier. This one, the baby's laughing. So try as much as possible to get as close to perfection as possible, because the rules still apply even if the picture is for a baby. So make sure you review these requirements. And then for the digital image requirements, here are the requirements. And then they say you should not enhance your photos. So no filters. Don't make yourself light skin. Don't change your the way you look. Don't change the way you look. And then if you want to review the frequently asked questions, you can look at that page here. How many photos must I submit with my visa application? If you're applying for this DS260, which is what you'll be doing later, I think it's the same. You need 2 identical photos for your immigrant visa interview. But for us right now, it's for the diversity visa program, then you must just submit a digital image as part of your entry. And that's 1 photo for each applicant, including the babies. What type of paper should I print my photos on? Photos must be printed on photo quality paper. The photo quality paper can either be matte or glossy photo paper. Do my pictures have to be in color? Yes. The photos must be in color. Black and white photos will not be accepted. How recent must my photo be? Your photos must have been taken within 6 months of submitting your application and reflect your current appearance. What size must my photo be? The photo must be exactly 2 by 2 inches, 51 by 51 millimeters. What pose should I be in my photo? Your photo must be clear shot of your entire face horizontally centered in the photo. Profile shots or photos not in focus will not be accepted. Your photo must be taken against a plain white or off-white background. Your expression should be neutral with both eyes open and directly facing the camera. Photos with unusual expressions and squinting like this will not be accepted. How large should my head be in the photo? Your head should be between 1 inch and 1/3 inches, as between 25 and 35 millimeters from the bottom of your chin to the top of your hair. If you're submitting a digital image, then your head should be between 50% to 69% of the image's total height from the top of the head, including the hair to the bottom of the chin. So the head takes up most of the picture. Can eyeglasses be worn for the photo? So from 2016, they changed that eyeglasses are no longer allowed in the visa photos, except in rare circumstances when eyeglasses cannot be removed for medical reasons. Maybe a recent surgery, but a medical statement signed by a medical professional or health practitioner must be provided in such cases. So make sure that there's no glare if you're wearing the glasses for medical reasons. There are no shadows and the picture should still be clear. Can I wear sunglasses or tinted glasses in my photo? The answer is no. If you have to wear tinted lenses for medical reasons, then they may be worn in your photo, and a medical certificate may be required to verify prescription eyewear. Can I wear a hat for the photo? No. You must remove your hats or head coverings that obscure the hairline unless worn for religious purposes, like, for example, the hijab, or if you're Jewish or something like that. Your full face still need to be visible, and no shadows should be cast from wearing the head covering. Let's talk about the uniforms. Can I wear a uniform in my photo? They're saying uniforms, clothing that looks like uniform, camouflage attire should not be worn in photos, except in the case of religious attire that is worn daily. Otherwise, normal clothing that you wear on a daily basis should be worn. So doctors, nurses, police officers, who else wears uniforms? Whatever your profession is that requires you to wear a uniform, don't wear that unless you wear it on a daily basis. Like, I think it's priests and monks. Do they wear certain kind of clothing on a daily basis? If that's what you wear on a daily basis, then you can wear it for your photo. Can a parent or guardian appear in the photo of a child? No. The child must be the only person in the photo. Nothing used to support the child should be in the camera's frame, including the arms or hands of a parent holding the child. Is it acceptable for my child's eyes to be closed in his or her photo? No. Please have your child's eyes open and looking straight towards the camera. You may have to take multiple shots to get a good one. What's the best way to take a photo of a baby? Okay, so if you're having a small baby, you lay your baby on his or her back on a plain white or off-white sheet of paper. Not sheet of paper, but a white sheet. This will ensure your baby's head is supported and provide a plain background for the photo. So make sure there are no shadows on your baby's face, especially if you take a picture from above and the baby is laying down. You can also cover a car seat with a plain white or off-white sheet and take a picture of your child in the car seat. That way it will support the baby's head. May photos be taken with a digital camera? Yes, you can use a digital camera. Most webcams and mobile photos cannot provide images of sufficient quality. So please refer to the digital image requirements if you decide to take a photo yourself. But if you're not sure, please don't take chances. Can I remove red eye from my photo? It's acceptable to use the red eye reduction option on your digital camera when you're taking the photo. However, you cannot use any photo editing tool to digitally remove the red eye from your photo. In general, you're not allowed to digitally enhance or alter the photo to change your appearance in any way. So like I said, no enhancements of your skin or, of your photo. Photos that are copied from recent driver license or other official documents acceptable. So they're saying those photos will not be accepted. Copied or digitally scanned photos of official documents will not be accepted. In addition, photos must not be digitally enhanced or altered to change your appearance in any way. Are snapshots, magazine photos, mobile photos, or photos from vending machine acceptable? No. They're saying those are low resolution vending machines or mobile phone photos or full length photographs are not acceptable. So they have these specific requirements for the photo for a reason. So one full photo of you standing up straight is not acceptable, and then you just cut the head. that will not be acceptable. So do I need to take a new photo if I recently dyed my hair a new color or grew a beard? So they're saying new photos are only required if your appearance has significantly changed from what is in your photo. Like growing a beard or coloring your hair would not constitute a significant change. If you can still be identified from the photo in your current passport or visa application, then you do not need to apply for a new passport or submit a new photo for your visa application. However, you may have to apply for a new passport or submit a new photo for your visa application if you've undergone significant facial surgery or trauma, if you've added or removed numerous large facial piercings or tattoos, if you have undergone a significant amount of weight loss or gain, or if you have obtained a new gender identity. So the acceptance of the photo is at the discretion of the U.S. Passport Agency, where you apply for a passport, or embassy, or U.S. Embassy or consulate where you apply for a visa. So those are the guidelines as far as like changing your facial hair or your actual hair on the head, dyeing your hair or changing the color of your hair. So photo upload failure. If there's an X instead of my photo on the DS160 or the DS260 or the whatever form that you're uploading, it means that the photo has failed, and therefore you should submit a printed photo. So this is about the DS160 and the DS 1648. But if you have watched my previous video that I talked about how to complete the DV entry step by step, I uploaded the photo and it was clearly, it was uploaded without any problems. So if you don't see your photo there, that means that image has not been accepted and you might have to take another photo. So that's pretty much it. Those are the requirements for your DV lottery photo. That's one of the biggest reasons for disqualification. Make sure you go to dvprogram.state.gov and review those requirements before you submit your photo. After you do that and after you submit your entry, please don't forget to save your confirmation number, because you'll need it for the future. You'll need it to check the status of your application, which will be announced in May of next year. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for 5,000 subscribers. I don't take you guys for granted. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it valuable, and share it with your friends and family or anybody else who is participating in the DV lottery this year, so that they can get a perfect photo also, and so that you guys can have a good application. Thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video.